Welcome to the Legacy League's Postgame show. I'm Greg Horn, obviously the host, one of the hosts of the Weekly Rebound. I'm here with some of the best interns we've ever seen in this league. A player and a current player, not former player, Mike Slattery. We got Evan right here. We got Drew. Wow. We're just going to roll with this. We got Quinn, we got Eddie, and we got Doug. I owe Drew a beer at one point in this season. So we're going to start with Nick Strong, the Bricklayers. Nick Strong took the win 110-53. I'll start with my good friend Drew.
Yep.
What did you see out of Nick Strong?
Well, Nick Strong kind of came out of the gates firing early. We said this before. Nick Strong's a very competitive team. They're always close. Pretty happy to see them get their first win against Bricklayers. But credit to Bricklayers, this was probably the best offensive game they've played thus far. They were shooting it from three, and Jason Bidner is easily their best player. He can dunk it, he can sky over the rim, but credit to Nick Strong. This is a well-balanced game, and congrats on the win.
You brought up Jason Bidner. I can't remember exactly who it was, but he put somebody on a poster in this game.
Yeah.
You know, like, I heard Nick Strong, they were overlooking Bricklayers for the first half of the game, and in the first half of the game, it was a close game. Then Nick Strong, they pulled away at the second half. But you do have to give a lot of credit to Bricklayers. This was by far their best game, and I can see them improving down the line.
Nick Strong, everyone on the team, over 10 points in this game now, too. In Chris Leak, who we were talking about last week, having a great game, 13 points was their lowest score, so that's just kind of showing how well-balanced they were in this one.
Nick Strong definitely overlooked them early on, but credit to Bricklayers, as you guys said, like, this is definitely something for them to build off of.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Nick Strong I think both teams are really trending upward as we move on in the season. On to the next team, we got our own Redeem Team shooting guard right here, Eddie Whitman, and they got a big win, 80-54 over Scott's Tots. No laptop charges for them tonight. But, I mean, one of you go. What did you see out of Redeem?
So, first off, it looked a little... Milk One was a little late to this game, and it was actually 3-on-4 because their roster was not there. It was just three of them, Eddie being one of them. And he was running fashionably late, Milk One, but he showed up and played big, 17 rebounds, and Eddie were hitting a bunch of threes, got I think 5 and put up 23 points. Without any subs, being able to keep up all game, it was nothing short of impressive. But I think what didn't really help Scott's Tots was they seemed very discombobulated. They didn't really work together that well, and I think you throw that in, it sort of gave Redeem Team the breathing that they needed.
I think Scott's Tots has a big positive this week because they got a new player in Corey King, and he's just a straight-up baller on both sides of the basket. He was really good offensively. He led the league, or led the game with points for them, and so I think for Scott's Tots, building off of that is really good for them. Can't forget the Eric Singleton poster. I'm sure that'll be number 1 on top plays. Maybe number 1 of the year, but I don't know. Jaden Battle might have something to say about that.
Eddie, I have a quick question for you. You know, as we mentioned, you didn't have the full team with just 4 of you, so how much harder did that make the game today?
Oh, it was tough, especially for me. I mean, Melquan and Eric and Nick Durst played a great game. Those guys are just honestly machines. They really didn't seem to get tired. I was just feeling along with them, but it was tough, but we all played pretty well. We all scored over 18 points, so
You didn't trail once that game, and you somehow kept up.
No, yeah, I mean, that's what Redeem Team does. They're one of the better teams in this league. They'll be there at the end. I have no doubt about that. And our next game, I got a little quote for you guys, Lupe Fiasco. Did you prove on the design? Did you do something new? And Shocker City came into this season, right? 2-time champion back-to-back. They got the 2 trophies. Regency walks in like he's Scarface. I don't know what he's doing with these trophies. And, you know, I see this team, you know, they got new faces. Terrell Vargas is back, you know, Kayvon Miles is joining them from the Rim Breakers. You even had Ty Alston, who's from a veteran from the Monstars, and I don't know if they really improved at all. Maybe they took a step back. I know on paper this team looks amazing. Not taking anything away from Run TMC. Run TMC played probably their best game of the year. It was probably the most impressive win, while Reggie Stewart, their best player, had their worst game of the season.
So it's 2 weeks in a row Reggie has not been himself. And also, you said it to me during the game, you know, talent-wise, you look at Shocker City, they should be the best team in the league, but it looks like they're more right now playing as individuals and not as a team. Whereas Run TMC, they have talented individuals, and they're playing as a team and working better on a team.
Yeah, kind of going off of that, Run TMC, well, we saw it today. Basically, anyone on that team can lead the whole team or the game in points. Joey, our own Joey Zacco, led Run TMC with 18 points.
breaking the what is it, 4.5
Yeah,
statistical over
yes.
under.
He went over. You got that. You took the W.
With a passionate game, Joey takes over in this one, but it's just super well balanced from Run TMC. Everyone getting involved, playing team basketball, really working the ball around. And not that Shocker City is not talented, which they are, but Greg, you did say they're not playing as a team as much as Run TMC is. Carmine Santarelli had 14 assists, but 0 points in this one. I mean, everyone has to be involved if they're going to beat a team like Run TMC.
You look at what they did tonight, and it's no wonder that they're one of the 2 undefeated teams remaining after tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have one more thing on Shocker City. I think they take a hard look in the mirror if they want to get back to that 3-peat. Because as of right now, I don't see them doing it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm good friends with this player on Shocker. I know that they'll definitely be talking a lot over the week.
Good.
But we'll see. Again, I'm never one. There's always a saying. We always used to say you never bet against Mike Davis. Well, they don't got Mike Davis now, so it's time to prove one of you on Shocker. One of you step up and show why we should bet on you the rest of this season. But moving on, we got the Silly Senders and Toon Squad in a very close, very good game. I think 2 of these teams are kind of right neck and neck. Maybe talent-wise. Obviously, I think Jaden Battle is the best player on the court in this game. I know Brendan came up to me after the game and said he's so fast, he's so skilled. I don't know if any of us can really get him.
Real quick, I didn't watch this game, but if we're picking MVP so far this season, it's Jaden Battle. That guy has been insane in every game so far.
A little mid-season. And any of you want to
I
put
don't
a
know.
mid-season MVP?
I don't know about that. I mean, Jaden Battle's been really good, but his team is, what?
2-2.
2-2? Yeah, typically you'll find an MVP on a team that's either undefeated or
On the top of it.
on the top of the standings. But we'll see. Jane Battle. Hey, no, I'm not saying Jane Battle's not talented. Obviously, he's super skilled, but I think it's a little too early to tell right now.
I think it's. I think I agree, but you got a pick?
Oh no, I was just gonna go that he did go off today with 33.
Mm-hmm.
They were down 1 at the half, and then really just took over in the second. Really just led by him. He's really the captain of that team. He just goes off, and next thing you know, they're up 10, they're up 15. Really led by him. They really just get him the ball, and he figures everything out from there.
My pick would have been Carmine Santarelli before this week, and then this week. I mean, he did not play awful. Obviously, he distributed a lot. I think he had 14 or 15 assists. 14 assists, but no points in a game, a rematch of the championship, where there's a lot of smack talk happening. That's where the big players step up and make big time shots, and there were no shots from Carmine in this one.
I will say Carmine was on Reggie, so he did defensively, like you said.
For sure.
He did everything but really shoot or score the ball today. So, again, it's going to be interesting to see how Run TMC kind of takes this momentum and really tries to propel it into their first championship, and how Shocker City kind of takes this loss and see if they can learn from the first time ever they've suffered back-to-back losses since Krzyzewski played with me on the Titans. So that's a long time ago. But we're going to end our last game. I mean, this is Flint Nation. This is what we do, 84-58. I mean, I'll say first, Flint, thank you. Flint does this in this league. We come, we get wins. We don't really care who we're playing, Run TMC. I don't care if like Slattery's out there. I don't care who's out there. They can have Connor out there playing point guard. It doesn't matter. Flint gets the dub. But what did you guys see in this 84-58 Flint win over, I believe, number 2 in the power ranking sports league?
By far, this was Flint's best game of the season so far. Yes, they are undefeated, but this was a complete team effort. Everybody who played except one person on Flint was in double digits. It was I haven't seen them play this well, and if they keep playing this well, they could go into a deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is just a dominant team. They play together, they have chemistry, they know where they're going to be on the court, and they're definitely making a deep run.
Yes.
I'd say they saw the spread, they didn't agree with it, and they showed that tonight, and they made a statement. I was pretty shocked about Sportsbook.
Yeah, and I think coming into this week, there's a lot of kind of controversy about the power rankings coming in. Flint Tropics sitting at number 1, and I think they proved a lot of haters wrong because they played team basketball, they spread it around, they shot great from the floor and great from 3. It was honestly an incredibly impressive win, I think.
And then also on Sportsbook, you hate to come out that flat after such a great win last week against Shocker City, and then today they just did not have it, unfortunately.
Real quick, your sleeper team in the league starting here.
Sleeper? I'm going to go with Toon Squad for a sleeper team.
Okay.
Silly Sanders played pretty well today. I think they can get a win or 2.
Yeah, I like the Toon Squad pick as well.
I like Scott's Tots. I think they still have a lot to prove.
I'm going to go Toon Squad again. I watched that game. I like most of them.
I could see Nick Strong surprising some
Ooh,
people.
I like that. Okay, well, I mean, you heard it here first. There's all those teams to look out for, including, obviously, the 2 remaining undefeated teams. For me, Greg Horn, and the greatest intern class we've ever seen, and the two players playing right now, Slat and Eddie. This was the Week 4 postgame show.